No, I'm talking about pastor turned politician, turned governor, turned presidential candidate. No, none of them had any interest in were part of this course of fight for freedom. None of them had a thing to say when the KKK was using the emblem of the Christian faith as the object of terror.
It's amazing, isn't it?
None of them had
And they
much
trying
to say.
run for president now.
Yes, yes. So that was my experience at Mercer, but I wasn't in a cocoon. I wasn't sort of isolated from what was happening outside. Well, both outside in the church and also in the American political system. I was caught up in all of that, and all of it tested me in very, very fundamental ways. It's a miracle that I'm still here.
Okay, let's go to.
Selma was about, and she was the marchers had arrived in Montgomery, and at the end of the march, helping to transport marchers back, and the KKK were waiting for her, and they blew her brains out.
Sam, I want.
That is, any minister, don't let any minister kid you. Jesus didn't set up any of his disciples and say, you, Peter, you should be earning this much, and when you go to Antioch and set up a church, you, John, should... no. We've created something other. The Vatican is a city in and of itself, and all this opulence, and except for this our new guy, Francis. I think I can probably share a beer with him sometime. But the Christian church has become a monstrosity, if you ask me. And many of you know about the mega churches, right?
Yes.
And the prosperity churches, right? And their theme is, they pick that one line: I shall give you life and give it to you what? More abundantly. But what they miss, and it was deliberate, when some people, I'm sure the early disciples of Christ will go home and say, hey, folks, guess whom? We just ran into this guy on the beach today, and I'm now signing up as his disciple. And of course, that stimulated interest on the part of others. And so people began showing up, men began showing up wherever Jesus was. And Jesus said to them, I got news for you. You want to be my disciple? Well, first of all, you need to go back home and do what? Sell everything that you possess and do what with the proceeds? Give it to the poor. Then you may be considered. So it's not even a firm offer. Then I may even consider you worthy. But again, I think it's the Bard of Avon. Is that the right? I'm thinking about Bill or William Shakespeare. I think it was he who said, even the devil can quote the scriptures to suit whatever. And when I arrived, I don't know if you remember Maddox. Lester Maddox.
Yeah, the big Pickwick guy.
Pickwick restaurant in Atlanta with his baseball bat or whatever axe handle. That if any black person showed up, he wasn't messing about. He was going to use violence to keep you away from his segregated. And he used to have a page in the Sunday Atlanta Journal or the Constitution, and it was filled with biblical quotations justifying segregation and separation of. I'm a writer, and every now and then ideas occur to me, and I also speak. I do, as you can see, I'm a man of a few words. I'm very shy. What's he laughing at me for?
Which few words are you talking about?
I'm only using the 5 seconds that you didn't use.
Oh, okay, that's good.
In a chapter on this book, I'm going to do a chapter on the greatest invention of the West. And I'm going to list them all, you know, from the aeroplane or airplane to medicine and all that, and it's a setup. And then I said, well, you know, those are not the greatest inventions. The greatest one invention is that of race and racism. And it has done the most damage to us as human beings than anything else. It's a monster. It's a monster.
A 2-year scholarship to Spelman. And
Yes.
I just wanted to know what was the reason or decision that you didn't go that way?
Because that sixth grader only wanted to go to Mercer.
Oh, okay.
That was the reason. I did have a 2-year scholarship to Spelman, but that was not my choice.
Okay.
And I just felt God was going to answer my prayers, that I was going to go where I wanted to go. As simple as that. That I still had that childlike faith. And he answered my prayers.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.